I'm often asked, how does a notary signing agent conduct a loan signing assignment? Well, the first step in knowing how to conduct a loan signing is understanding the signing agent's role in the transaction. Now, outside of the obvious responsibility of gathering signatures, dates, and initials on loan documents, our role is collecting them in a manner that makes the borrowers feel comfortable. While we are not there to explain the loan documents or to take the place of the loan officer, we are there to provide a positive signing experience. And you do not accomplish this by setting the loan documents in front of the borrower and saying, "I'm just the notary," and then sit back and watch them sign their documents. So what do? Well, I always like to refer to my dear friend and fellow signing service owner, Jennifer Garland, who says it best: a notary signing agent should always cover the what and the where, but never discuss the how and the why during a loan signing. You do present the what and the where. A knowledgeable NSA should know where all the pertinent information, the what, exists within the loan documents, the where, and should be able to point out that information to a borrower. For instance, a signing agent should be able to pull out the borrower's note, the promise to repay the bank, and point to the interest rate printed on the document so the borrower can read it for themselves and decide if they want to sign that loan document. In this example, the signing agent was able to point out the what, that's the borrower's interest rate, and the where, the location within the documents that information exists. This is how every loan document should be presented to the borrower. You conduct a loan signing by simply pointing out pertinent information that is clearly printed on a particular loan document and allow the borrower either to read the full document or be satisfied with the information you have shown them. Then you simply instruct them on where to sign, date, or initial. You repeat the what and the where on every loan document, and that is how you get through a loan signing. But again, you don't discuss the how and the why. So let's address the how and the why that a signing agent should never address at a signing appointment. Let's say you are pointing out the interest rate to the borrower and they ask, "How come my rate is so high?" or "Why is that my interest rate?" That is when you want to let them know that you're only there to notarize their documents, and those questions are best answered by the real estate professional they are working with. At that point, you can offer to get someone on the phone so the borrower can get that question answered. We never answer why or how come something is on their loan documents, because that crosses into the line of providing legal advice, which is unauthorized for anyone other than a licensed attorney or a financial planner. And frankly, it's the best practice to have the borrower's loan officer, realtor, or whoever gave you the loan signing to answer the borrower's questions. One of the best parts of our job is that we are not there to sell the loan or convince the borrowers to sign anything. We point out information that is clearly shown on the loan document and let the borrower decide if they want to sign it. And this is why being educated on loan paperwork is such a critical part of conducting a loan signing. You want to be familiar with all loan documents you will handle at a signing appointment before taking signings so you can conduct the perfect signing and show the borrowers where information exists. A good way to do this is to get a list of the titles of common loan documents: the note, mortgage, deed of trust, name affidavit, compliance agreement, etc. Then simply Google them. Example of these documents are readily available online. Security instruments such as the deed of trust or mortgage can be downloaded from Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac's website for free. Or you can take a course like the Loan Signing System that will show you step by step how to get through the entire signing process.